Sri Gurubhyo Namah. Morning viewers. In this video, we are going to see about the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit, which is going to take place on October 30th around 4:45 p.m. where Rahu moves from Aries to Pisces and Ketu moves from Libra to Virgo. We'll be seeing the effect of Rahu Ketu transit on each zodiac in a separate video. If you are new to my channel, keep this channel subscribed so that you will get my updates instantly. It may be an easy task for you. It can give a lot of motivation and enthusiasm in us to release such videos. Rahu, so far placed in the house of Aries, is going to move to the house of Jupiter, which is Pisces. Same way, Ketu from Libra is going to move to the house of Mercury, which is Virgo. So the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit, mainly the transit of Rahu seems to be highly positive because it moves to the house of Jupiter, and Jupiter is a very positive planet, and we can expect positive predictions to almost all the zodiac. At the same time, Ketu represents the knowledge. Same way, Mercury also represents the practical knowledge, as Jupiter, on a contrary, is a traditional knowledge where we learn through a school teacher right from beginning to elementary school to the postgraduate level. It is a unique type of learning Jupiter will impact upon, but Mercury is a planet which imparts knowledge out of our experience. It depends upon person to person, the situation the person takes, so he learns lot of things out of his own. This is what Mercury will do. If Ketu is associated with the house of Mercury and Ketu symbolizes the knowledge, so we can say there will be abundance knowledge in the upcoming 1.5 years for those who are studying in schools and colleges and those who are working in different sectors. They can earn lot of knowledge. There will be a good shift in their lives. Generally for Rahu and Ketu, they don't have any own houses like other planets. So wherever they get associated, they behave like that house owner. For instance, if Rahu moves to Pisces, it will behave like Jupiter, and Ketu, when it get associated with the house of Mercury, it behaves like Mercury. So it is as equal as saying Jupiter is a ruler at his own house and Mercury is a ruler at his own house. This is way we need to see at this Rahu Ketu transit. In the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit, when we see the planetary positions, on October 30, 2023 around 4:45 p.m, you have Rahu placed at Pisces, and fortunately the ascendant is also Pisces, and the second house Aries, Jupiter is alone now. So far Jupiter getting conjuncted with Rahu had lost its individuality, but now Jupiter will exhibit its own power. And if you have the moon at the Taurus, the Kritika star, and Venus is placed at the Leo, and Ketu is at Virgo, and you have a conjunction of planets Sun, Mercury and Mars at Libra. Saturn as usual is a ruler at his own house, Aquarius, and you have the star Kritika on that day. So now, based on the planetary positions and based on the present position of Saturn and Jupiter and the upcoming Jupiter transit, we will see for the next 1.5 years the impact of Rahu Ketu on different zodiac. Generally for Rahu and Ketu, it moves in the anti-clockwise direction and it stays in a particular house for almost 1.5 years. So next to Saturn, Rahu Ketu takes the maximum time period of staying in a particular zodiac for almost 1.5 years. So it's going to be a great impact upon each and every individual. But at the same time, one has to note that the personal horoscope will take its higher priority. It gives up to 80% results from the personal horoscope. The present position of planets, the impact of the Rahu Ketu transit, it will have only an impact up to 20 to 25% on an individual. So one need not have to worry about positive or the negative results of the impact. Majority comes from the personal horoscope only. Taurus, the second zodiac sign. For Taurus, in the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit, Rahu from 12th house moves to the 11th house and Ketu from 6th house moves to the 5th house. Compared to Ketu, the movement of Rahu seems to be encouraging for them, because at the 11th house we can expect a lot of positivity from Rahu. But at the same time, the lord of the house Pisces, Jupiter placed at the 12th house, indicate expenses also. So this year till the next Jupiter transit, they find both income and expenses equal. So whatever they earn, they will spend. So there won't be much savings, because whatever the Rahu going to give you, Jupiter will make you spend. So it will be equal. Rahu from 11th house will act like Jupiter, and Jupiter is responsible for the 8th and the 11th house for Taurus. So there will be some tensions also, but they will get rid of all the problems and they'll be more successful. Those who are unmarried, they'll get good married life, and some may get even second marriage thought also. And those who are looking for the second marriage, they'll get a positive result in the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit. 11th house Pisces, and some may travel to foreign countries either for business or for job. Those who are jobless for very long, this particular period, it's easy for them to get a good and dream job. Some may enter into IT industry, some may work in IT sectors, development areas, and some may even enter into the mobile 3G, 4G and 5G services. They join in call centers and support in all these services. So these are some of the positivity based on the Rahu's movement. There will be good support from the elder brothers and sisters. Some may join business with the elder brothers and do it successfully. Some business, they will expand to foreign countries also. Rahu implies technology, as I frequently used to say. Even for the Taurus, they will invest more money in the technologies front. They will spend more for upgrading their systems, upgrading their mobiles and all. Those who are non-technical person also try to learn certain aspects in technology. So these are some of the areas they'll get interested upon. And 11th house happens to be Jupiter's house. So some may be interested in teaching others. Some may be interested in spiritual areas. Some may even travel to temples and other pilgrimage tours in the next 1.5 years. In the 11th house, Rahu will move in the Nakshatra stars of Mercury, Saturn and Jupiter. Initially, when it travels on the Nakshatra or star of Mercury, they'll get their communication the best, because the Mercury is responsible for the 2nd and 5th house. So those who are working with communication as a base, they could be more successful in that time. Even in communication, those who are working in the technical field, like who are teaching others on the technical front, like who are computer teachers, IT trainers, they all get good support and encouragement in the next 1.5 years. Some may even get good placements. Those who are working as a freelancer, educating others morally as well as through system, they will find welcome support across all the places. Some may even travel foreign countries and they give their lectures there. Also, when Rahu moves on the nakshatra of Mercury, those who are looking for childbirth, the possibility through technical support, they will get good result also. Children might study well, some may even go to foreign countries for better studies. When Rahu moves on the nakshatra, a star of Saturn, and Saturn is responsible for the 9th and 10th houses, that period, those who are working in companies, they will get good support from the senior management. Some may get elevated to a senior level, out of which they will get good salary rise, increments and appreciation. Those who are looking for job opportunities, this period is easy for them to get a suitable job placement. Some may enter into IT sector, some may even enter into travel industries and logistics companies. Some may even join in schools or colleges as teachers. Some may show interest in learning Vedic principles and they teach Vedas to others. Some may even show interest in astrology, numerology, Vastu Shastra and all. When Rahu moves on the nakshatra of Jupiter, during that period, Jupiter will be at the first house. So they will have good strength. They have more courage to face any difficulties and challenges. During that time, if they are facing with any health related issues, they will get suitable medicines to get it cured. Those who are doing business, they will find a good profit during that time. The volume of business will also increase. Some may even travel to different states or different countries and expand their business. So the time looks favorable for Taurus when Rahu travels on the nakshatra of Jupiter. But at the same time, during that period, as Jupiter is also responsible for the 8th house, some may get unexpected luck. They may get a reasonable profit through gambling or investing in share market and all. So these are some of the benefits through the 8th house. As 8th house also implies stress and other mental problems. Those who are having weak horoscope, they may face certain challenges. They may face a certain stress and depression during that time. So the position of Rahu looks favorable and the nakshatras it travels also looks favorable for Taurus. Now let us see the impact of Ketu at the 5th house. For Taurus, so far Ketu placed at the 6th house, Libra, moves to Virgo, 5th house. It's not so encouraging because 5th house for Ketu will not support much. They won't get much support from the children. Rather, children may not study well. They may be lazy. They may not listen to the parents. Even those who are looking for childbirth, the period is not so favorable. Unless and until if they have a very strong Mahadasa and Antardasa running with good chart, they can expect some positive results. But for Taurus, the 5th house lord is Mercury, which is responsible for 2nd and 5th houses, and it's a friendly planet for Venus. So There will be a positive support from Ketu also, because it will start behaving like Mercury. So that period, those who are working as teachers in schools, professors and lecturers in colleges, lawyers, they all get good promotions and increments in the schools and colleges. Some may even elevate to as headmaster level or a principal level positions. Some of them may get an opportunity to visit foreign countries and give lectures in some of the universities in that country. Those who are doing freelancers job will get good opportunity in this period. Those who are practicing as lawyers, they may get some good clients. Second house also indicates family life. So those who are not married so far, they'll get a good married alliance and get settled down in this period. These are some of the positivity through Ketu at the 5th house. Behaves like Mercury. In 5th house, Ketu moves in the nakshatras or stars of Mars first. Mars happens to be the 7th and 12th house lord. There will be expenses for marriages. Those who are unmarried, they may get opportunities to get a married life in that particular time. The difference of opinion between the couples will come down. There may be good relationship with friends as well as business partners. In this zodiac, those who are doing business, especially in the areas of catering, they will find a good and reasonable profit. Those who are in the construction industry may also find good returns in this particular time. Doctors, engineers, and those social workers and those who are in national forces, they all get good appreciations, and some may even get opportunities to work in these fields. These are some of the positivity when Ketu moves through the nakshatra of Mars. When Ketu moves on the nakshatra of Moon happens to be the 3rd house lord. The hard work and their efforts would give them a positive result. Out of their hard work, they can achieve many things. They could be brave that time and they can face any challenges. 3rd house also indicate your ability to exhibit your art talent. Those who are in the cine field as an actor or an actress or a singer or a poetist, they all find good encouragements and more opportunities during that time. Those who are having inbuilt talent like the singing or painting or drawing, they all get more opportunities during that time when Ketu moves on the nakshatra of Moon. Also those who are in the shipping field, like those who are in logistics field, those who are doing export business, those who export seafood and seafood related products, they all get good revenue during that time. Some may even sail in ship, take a voyage to different places. Some may spend time in traveling, as 3rd house also indicate travel. Some may show interest in mobile network and other support. So these are some of the benefits when Ketu moves on the nakshatra of Moon. Finally, Ketu moves on the nakshatra of Sun. Sun happens to be the 4th house. That time they may get good assets. Some may get support from mother and father side family. Some may invest in share market and get some good profit. Some may sell out their land and construct their own house. Some may rebuild or some may demolish their existing house and convert it as a new house and try to settle there. So reconstruction process could take place for some of them. Some of them may face some maintenance issues and due to which they need to spend a lot. So these are some of the areas when Ketu is strong and started moving on the nakshatra of Sun. 4th house also indicate the children education. So that period, those who are studying up to 10th and 12th standard, they will progress well. Some may even study well and become a school leader or class leader like that. So their interest in studies will increase during that time. For Taurus, in the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit, compared to Ketu, Rahu seems to be in a better place because it moves to the 11th house and 11th house indicate profit. But at the same time, the 11th house lord Jupiter is also responsible for the 8th house. So there will be ups and downs. And unfortunately, during the next 6 months, when Rahu is at the 11th house, Jupiter will be at the 12th house. It indicates the expenses also. So we can't say 100% Rahu can yield all positive things because there will be some expenses also. Again, when we look at the Ketu's movement, the position that Ketu is there at the 5th house is not so encouraging because it may disturb the children's education and the attitude of children towards the parents. But the Lord of the 5th house is a friendly planet to Venus, so their communication strength will improve and there could be good things happening when Ketu travels on the nakshatras or stars of Mars, Moon and Sun. Some may show interest in traditional Vedas, traditional medicine. Some may show interest in learning the astrology. Some may show interest in learning the Homeo, Siddha and Ayurvedic medicine. The traditional medicines and the method of treatment will get appreciation among the public during that time. So these are some of the positivity for Taurus in terms of the Rahu Ketu movement. Considering all the planetary position, the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit for Taurus, it could be 80%.